Hello, 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 guys. Welcome back to CWN Conversations with Nadia. I am your host, Nadia. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning into my channel. All my kings and queens that are already part of the CWN family, welcome, welcome, welcome back. And all of you who are new to the channel, thank you for joining my channel, guys. So I am here once more, back again, posting some more content for you guys. Hope you enjoy this video today. Before we get started, let's go through all the preliminaries first, guys. I need you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and put on your notification bell that you can be notified of all upcoming videos to come in the future. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video so that other people can be inspired by my words as well. Thank you so much again. So, guys, let me tell you, we're going to talk about pushing through today. Have you ever just had that moment where you just woke up and you just don't feel like doing nothing? You don't feel like going to work. You don't feel like clocking in. You just like, you know what? I ain't trying to deal with it today. Well, guys, I woke up like that this morning. I was in my feelings this morning. I have been going through some serious depression, and I just had a moment where I woke up this morning, guys, and I didn't want to do anything today but just sleep all day in my bed. Let me be real with you guys. I have not been feeling well either. My health has been declining, and I've been having these really, really, really bad stomach pains in my stomach for the past couple of weeks. But guys, the situation that I'm in, I just don't have the time or can afford to miss work just to take care of myself to make sure I'm good. So I've been just pushing through the pain, pushing through the spirit of not wanting to do nothing today. I actually got up this morning, about 7 o'clock this morning. I got up to use the bathroom and I couldn't go back to sleep, guys. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sleep all day today. And I said, no, let me get up. I put on some clothes. I went downstairs because, as you can see from my background, I am currently living in an extended stay hotel. Um, a little backdrop story. About a year ago, I used to reside in Lakeland. I had been in Lakeland over 10 years. I had an apartment. In this one apartment, I was there over 10 years, guys. And about a year and a half ago, I applied for disability. I had got a lawyer. This was like my third attempt applying for disability. And I got a decline, a deny again for the third time, even with the lawyer. They denied me disability. And I had currently, in order to get the disability, I had to drop my hours down from working full time to working only 27 hours a week. And I was barely making it, guys. I'm just going to be real and honest with you. I was struggling. I was like from paycheck to paycheck, struggling because I was trying to get my disability and I didn't have the luxury of not working at all. So I had to work within an income limit that they required me to work. So that's why I had to drop down to part time. All in the same time that this was going on, I still had my own bills: rent, light bill, cell phone bill, health insurance I had to pay. I had to pay for my own personal, my own personal items, household items. I had to pay for my own groceries because at the time I really wasn't getting food stamps. And guys, let me tell you, it was very, very struggle to work only 27 hours a week and still pay $900 rent. My light bill used to run me like between $200 to $300 when I was living in Lakeland. And I know for some of you probably thinking, well, dang, Nadia, that's nothing compared to what my light bill be where I live at. But you got to think of it as I'm only working 27 hours and it's me by myself. So to me, that was a lot. It was a struggle to try to keep up with my bills. So towards the end of the year, when I was getting close to a decision, I kind of got behind in my rent and different things like that. And it was just like Alice in Wonderland. It was just a steady rabbit hole. I feel like I was just kept falling, kept falling, kept falling. And at some point, I got like 2 months behind in my rent. And so when I got the decision that they denied me for the disability, I was heartbroken, guys. I was distraught because I thought for sure this is my third time. Everybody was telling me to get a lawyer. I got a lawyer, and they still turned me down for disability. Anybody can look at me and tell, okay, this girl got disabilities. You know what I'm saying? I use a walker. I have to have oxygen. So basically, just to give you more of a backdrop, I was diagnosed with lymphedema in both of my legs. So I have a hard time standing for long periods of time. I even have a hard time sometimes sitting for long periods of time. My legs are they swell up a lot. I have severe pain all the time in my legs, all the time, guys. So even with these ailments, then I was diagnosed with severe depression, PTSD, all this, and they still turned me down for disability, guys. So I was at this point, I had got so behind, was nothing left for me to do but just relocate. I ended up coming to um, relocating to Orlando, so that I can be closer to family, and if I needed anybody, they can kind of get to me if I needed any help or anything of that nature. Um, Guys, so there was nowhere for me to really stay. Of family members, I didn't have any family members I could live with at the time, so I ended up having to get this room. It's an extended stay. I'm at Extended Stay America Hotel. I've been here since January. Guys, let me tell you, it has been a struggle during this journey. I kind of fell into an even deeper depression. And so it was just one of those moments today where I woke up and I was just like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm I'm not feeling it. Um, I tend to get emotional sometimes, and I'm trying not to cry right now because it's just been a lot. This journey. I've been in the hotel now since January, and I'm not being, I'm not saying this to be ungrateful because I'm so thankful that I do have a roof over my head, because there's some people that are not even able to have a hotel, to get a hotel room. I am very grateful, but it's just been a struggle being in the room because of how much that they're charging me to stay here. So this morning when I got up, I just was not feeling it today, guys. I was just like, I had to tell myself and really pray and be like, okay, Nadia, push through, push through. And so I got up this morning. I said, okay, I said, all right, Nadia, you're not going to sleep all day. I got up, I went downstairs, um, in the lobby, spoke to everybody in the lobby because they love me here. And I went outside and I just sat outside for a little bit, in the front lobby, just to get some breather, get some air. And it was really nice this morning. Actually, it wasn't too hot. The breeze was blowing really nice out this morning. So I kind of got out a little bit and I came back upstairs, and came back to my room or whatever, so that I can post this content. And it was just a lot going on this morning, guys. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little backdrop as to my testimony, what brought me to this place. A lot of my bad decision choices brought me to this place. Not saying that I was bad at paying my bills, because I always pay my bills, but then when I say make bad choices, there might have been days where I could have pushed through and I called out for work. So, of course, if you don't go to work and clock in, you're missing work off your pay period. Or I would work half a day and then be like, can I log out for the rest of the day? When I could have just pushed through. Now, I'm not saying if you're not, if it's to the point where you got to go to the hospital or something, you're not feeling well, and you just can't make it like that. I'm not saying, sit there on the clock if you're hurting that bad. What I'm saying is there were days where I could have pushed through and pushed myself to go ahead and make it, go ahead and keep going. And those were days that I chose not to. That's why I said a part of this is my fault, because I chose to make bad decisions when it came to certain things in my life. And I do feel like God has me on a journey to teach me a lesson, like, Nadia, okay, we need to do better. We need to do better, not just mentally, physically, mentally, physically, but we need to do better all the way around the board. It's so important to push yourself through what you're going through. Never stay stuck in a situation. Never stay stuck, you know, with a person that doesn't love you. Never stay stuck in a relationship that's not good for you. Never stay stuck in a friendship that's not profiting you anything. Push through those things. Push through, because at the end, God is going to have your hand. God is going to push and help you go through these things. I'm very grateful that I was able to wake up this morning and see another day. I'm not, ungrateful to, into that point where I'm saying, you know, that I'm complaining. I'm just giving you guys a backdrop as to my testimony. Guys, let me tell you, I really been feeling like, why? You know, what am I doing? What does this look like for me? Um, where am I going? What does my future look like? I know that my future is looks good. I know that my future looks successful. It's just a matter of me pushing through. I said, no, Nadia, you're going to do these videos. I'm going to try to post 2 to 3 videos every day. I said, you're going to do these videos and you're going to post them and you're going to keep it moving because you are successful. You are beautiful. You are somebody. You are strong. And I want to encourage you and let you know that you can be these things as well. You just have to push through the pain, push through the hurt, push through the disappointment, push through the struggle. I have been struggling all my life. It seems like in the same area, and I've wasted so much time. And now it's time for Nadia to push through. Now it's time for you to push through, for you to keep moving, keep going. You can get through these things. If I can make it, you can make it. And I just want to be, real and transparent with you guys because I really just woke up and also it's getting close to the month of June. I've been missing my daddy. And, he's not here for me to talk to or to tell him what's been going on in my life. So that's also been kind of weighing heavy on me as well. But you have to push through that pain. You have to push through that grief. No pity potties here. No feeling bad for yourself. It's okay to cry. It's okay to get it all out. But in the midst of that crying, you still got to push through. You still got to tell yourself you can do this.